Hello again, everybody. Brian here, 3TR, and welcome to another episode of People's Questions, episode 18. Got a few really great questions by two great subscribers and friends of mine. About 4 questions, but before I go into the questions, I would also like to say that I will have a contest question at the end of the video. I'm still not sure what I'm going to give out. Maybe I'll stick with a PlayStation Network card, or whoever wins the contest, I'll contact you and ask you what's something you want, and I'll send it to you that way. But before I do that, I'd like to show everybody, here's my official new wallpaper, which is for my smartphone, which is kind of hard to see, but it's just Mario doing his thing, like always. Apparently, he's just as good as Sonic. And let's get to your questions. First one comes from a really good one, probably my first subscriber, Smooth Ace. And, oh, sorry, if you're new to this channel, since I've gotten a lot of subscribers since last episode, basically you'll comment down below any question on any topic you want, as you'll find out now, and I'll answer it in the next episode. And every even episode, I'll have a contest question, or if you're the first one to get it right by writing in the comments down below, or sending me to it on my PlayStation, you'll get something you want. And now to get straight to the questions for real. Smooth Ace wants to know that in case of a fire, what is my emergency escape route? I had actually asked Smooth Ace precisely where is this fire located, and he said, say, at my home downstairs. So if I was in my room, as I am right now, and a fire happened, well, the best way would probably be out the window right here, as you can probably see right here in my Batman poster reflection. So there's a window right here, and I could just hop down, and it's only about, I'd say, a 9-foot drop from the roof, and heck, I've had to come to this window before to break into my house. So yeah, that's my escape route. Next question Smooth Ace has is, who do I think is a better candidate for president, Obama or Romney? Okay, not really sure who. I don't think I've ever really cared about who the president is. I mean, even back in 2008, everyone was asking me, do I support Obama? And, Obama's going to make all these changes, and that's kind of the biggest problem about Obama's campaign, was that was his whole trademark slogan, was change this, everything's gonna change. Well, it's been 4 years since that change was supposed to happen, and I really have not noticed any real change. However, I will give the man credit. We can say that he is the president responsible for killing Osama bin Laden, but that's really about it. As far as I've been hearing from Romney, Romney was actually here in Vegas, I'd say this past weekend, and apparently he won Vegas. Or he wooed Vegas, so he must be doing something pretty good. I'm not really sure. I've seen their political views, I've seen their ad campaigns, both of them kind of trashing the other, saying they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and then when they get in office, they never actually do what they're going to do. And the best way I can describe the difference between Republicans and Democrats is Republicans make the country worse, and Democrats don't really get anything done at all. But at least they don't make the country worse. I personally will not be voting for either one of them. I will not be voting at all, so it's pretty even for me. Maybe you can tell me, who do you think is a better president candidate? So from that question, it's even. Both of them could do a good or bad job. It really depends on whether they're in office or not. And the last question that Smooth Ace has sent me is rather long, so I won't try writing it down here in this bar area because it'll be too small to read, so I'll just read it as slowly and loudly as I can. And that is, do you think it is a good idea to have future generations travel overseas to learn foreign traditions and lifestyles? That's a very complicated and interesting question. I spent a couple days thinking about this one, and I don't think it's a bad idea to, I personally, there's some countries out there that I definitely would like to go see for their culture and for personal reasons. Like I definitely would like to visit Japan. I would definitely like to visit the UK, and I would definitely like to visit Italy or Paris, France. But there are certain countries I would never, ever, under any conditions, ever want to visit. And that's Mexico, anywhere in the Middle East, and any country in Africa. And maybe South America. Anywhere else, I'd be more than happy to visit, even Russia or Australia. But I think that I don't think traveling to other countries is for everybody. I think it's for people who kind of want a different view of how life works outside their own, and I'm definitely interested in that in certain areas. So it's kind of, once again, kind of even whether it's good or bad. It really depends on the person. Does the person want to see a lifestyle outside their own, or they want to see how other countries work different from them? If they would like to see that and like to experience it, then go ahead. If you're someone who's happy with your life and don't necessarily care what happens, outside of your own life or the lives that you know of, then don't bother. But really good questions, Movies. And now to get to the last question that I got this week, and quite possibly the best one since something's coming up next week, and that is from, once again, the man himself, Timmy Primetime. And his question is, what game am I looking forward to this E3? Now, unfortunately, I wish I could have gone to this year's E3. Hopefully, if I do good enough, and 3TR does good enough, maybe I'll get an invitation one day, and we'll gladly take someone with me to help me do videos. There's 3 main games that I'm absolutely hoping to hear an announcement of. I don't have to see any gameplay, just an announcement. And the first one would be a sequel to Infamous 2. So an Infamous 3 announcement would be awesome. If you've beaten the game and got the good ending, it kind of maybe hinted at maybe there's going to be a third Infamous 3, but we're not sure. The next game is going to be the sequel to Dead Space 3. Now, if you've actually been keeping track with EA, there was actually a little bit of an incident where I can't remember what country it was in, but there was a banner that said Dead Space 3, and the company claimed that they didn't know anything about it. But hopefully getting an official announcement on Dead Space 3 would be awesome. I would like to see what's been going on with Isaac and Ellie. Maybe they got together, had a kid maybe, and maybe we'll go to a new planet and kill some more Necromorphs and be a total badass doing it. The next would have to be finally hearing something on Final Fantasy Versus. As some of you may know, Final Fantasy Versus was my #1 most anticipated game of this year. From what I've been keeping track of on Amazon, they still say it might come out maybe December, maybe winter this year, but we have not heard anything. I've seen tons of trailers on it. I've seen gameplay, and the game looks amazing. I'm happy to end my Final Fantasy experience on that game, but I have not heard anything from Square. I thought that we would hear something at last year's Tokyo Game Show, but that really did not happen. So Final Fantasy Versus is the one game I would absolutely love to hear and definitely stay within PlayStation's conference. And as a fourth one, I know it probably will not be announced at this E3 or even this gen, but finally hearing something from Square Enix and Disney on where the hell is Kingdom Hearts 3. Come on, people, what is taking you guys so long? Square, you can't be that damn busy to at least give us an indication that you are considering on making it, and that you are plans on making it. It's been like 6 years since Kingdom Hearts 2 comes out. From what I've heard from talking to a couple other people who also want to hear about Kingdom Hearts 3, they say that it might not even come out this gen, and it'll come out next gen. But the problem with that is, if the bigger gap that you put between games, the higher the anticipation. And we do not want a Duke Nukem situation where you make us wait a great number of years and then fail to live up to it, because then you hurt that game title's name. And Kingdom Hearts is a wonderful series of anime books and video games. I've played all of them. Some I liked better than others, even the cell phone game. And I would like to at least see an ending to Sora's story, because they left it off pretty good in 2 with Sora, Riku, and Kairi. I want to see that end. I want to go on just one more great adventure with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. I want to kick some Heartless's asses. I want to meet other Disney worlds. I want to hang out with the old Disney characters that I grew up with. I want just one more adventure. Please, Square, give us one more great Kingdom Hearts game. And with that, I'm going to end the questions there. Please, if you have any more, please comment them down below, and they will be answered in the next episode. And now to get into this week's contest question. If you are an old fan of mine and have been watching these questions from the beginning, then you might know this answer, or maybe not. But it's quite simple, and that is, how many different versions of my favorite song do I have? If you do not know what my favorite song is, please ask me down in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. But for those of you who already know, may have an advantage at this, and whoever wins will get their prize on next Friday and will also be announced. Again, if you're new to the channel and you have any questions you would like for the show, please comment them down below. Please keep track of Batman Month. The next video for Batman Month will be Batman Returns, which should be airing next Thursday. And like always, comment down below, and subscribe up top to keep track of me and 3TR. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.